What up, Knicks fans? In today's show, we're going to break down the latest trade rumors surrounding the New York Knicks. But first, if you haven't yet, go down right now and hit that big red button. Subscribe to New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. We're trying to get to 15,000 subs on today's show. We are 160 away. We put out videos every single day on the Knicks. We go live for game days. We're going to do a watch party for the game this Wednesday against the Nets. So if you love the Knicks, you bleed orange and blue, hit that sub button. And if you're already subbed, I want you to type me in the comments section right now. Should the New York Knicks get involved in the Anthony Davis trade sweepstakes? We're going to break that down in today's show. You're watching New York Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I'm your host, Marshall Green. An NBA insider says the Lakers' alternative to trading Russell Westbrook could be moving Anthony Davis, and it sounds like the Lakers could be open to trading AD, and the New York Knicks have been linked by Bill Simmons. Let's go to Bill Simmons and break down the quotes that he had to say about Anthony Davis and the Lakers first. Then we'll get to the quotes about the New York Knicks. He said, "There is some buzzing that AD might be available. That's a plan B. Because the Westbrook trade or whatever they think they can get for Westbrook and whether you'd want to give up future assets, maybe that doesn't even make sense. Because what you're getting, if you're the Lakers, you've got Davis here, who I don't think has looked the same for a couple of years. Certainly not close to bubble Davis. That's the last time we saw vintage 2018 Pelicans level Davis. I don't know what that end game is with this Lakers team, but I know the Pelicans have the Lakers first round pick. And I don't think, whatever they have, I don't think it's really fixable in a way to make them a playoff team. Before I give you my full thoughts on why, if I'm the New York Knicks and Leon Rose, I would not trade for Anthony Davis, before I break that down, the Lakers, they're in shambles, guys. They're in a terrible spot right now. They continue to lose ball games. For some reason, Rob Pelinka got a contract extension, but if they're going to trade Anthony Davis, I do believe that the Knicks will be a team that at least makes some calls and seems to be interested. But if I'm Leon, if I'm the Knicks, I'm not trading for Anthony Davis. And there's a bunch of reasons. I'm worried about his health. I'm worried about if he's ever going to get back to that same player he was when the Lakers won the title in the bubble, when he was arguably the best big man in the NBA. I don't know if that guy still exists. I'll ask you, though, and we'll continue to break this down throughout the show. We'll show you stats, and I got a trade idea that I found on the internet that I want to hear you guys weigh in on. But first, I'll ask you this question. Should the Knicks trade for AD? Do you think they should get involved? Type T for trade, or you can go down and type P for pass. Today's Knicks Now video is sponsored by Established Titles. Established Titles is a fun and novel way to preserve the natural woodlands of Scotland while helping global reforestation's effort. It is a project based on a historic Scottish customs where landowners are referred to as lairds or lords and ladies in English. Title packs give you at least 1 square foot of dedicated land with a unique plot number on a private estate in Edelston, Scotland, and an official certificate with a crest. We plant a tree with every order and work with global charities like One Tree Planted and Trees for the Future to support global reforestation efforts. You can officially include the title Lord or Lady on your credit card, plane tickets, dating profiles, etc. It makes a great last-minute gift. The first 200 people purchasing a title pack using my link will effectively be next to my plot within a few minutes of walking distance. Depending on how many of you want to become a lord or a lady, we can build our own little Knicks Now Real One kingdom. It makes an amazing last-minute gift. Established Titles is actually running a massive early Black Friday sale right now with discounts up to 80% off. Plus, if you use the code CHAT, you get an additional 10% off. Go to establishedtitles.com/chat to get your gifts now and help support the channel. Look, if you want to grab a plot of Scottish land right next to me, you want some respect on your name, you want to get those likes up on your dating profile, become a lord or a lady, all you got to do is go to establishedtitles.com/chat. That link is in the comments and description of today's show. Let's break down the type of season that Anthony Davis is having in the first 10 games of the season for the Lakers. He's doing what he usually does, 23.2 points per game, 10.3 rebounds, shooting 54% from the field. The three-point percentage has gone up the past couple of days. He's hovering around 28 0.6% from the field, from the three-point line right now. That's an area that Anthony Davis has struggled, though, from the past couple of years. Go back to the 2021 season where he shot 18.6% from three. Or in 2020, he shot 26% from three. This guy, when he's on his game like he was in 2019, he was arguably the best big man in the league when he averaged 26 and 9 and 33% from the three-point line. Or in 2018, when he averaged 26-12 and shot 33% from three. There's no doubt Anthony Davis is elite. The question is, can he sustain that elite level play for the next 3, 4, 5 years? As you see on screen right now, he hasn't played all that many games in the past couple of years. We'll look at those numbers a little bit more in a second. But this is what Bill Simmons had to say about connecting the dots between the Knicks and the Los Angeles Lakers when it comes to an Anthony Davis trade. Bill Simmons said, if you're the Lakers, what do you want from the Knicks? What do you ask for? What are you trying to get? Are you trying to get a bunch of picks? What are you trying to use? We know the Knicks would love to get a star. They've got a couple of different directions they could go. Julius Randle could be in the trade if they wanted to do a big salary, or they could patch together some if the Lakers don't want a salary, so they could do a version of that. They have all the young guards. They have Obi Toppin and a bunch of picks. For me, that's a get-out-of-jail-free card for the Lakers in a lot of ways. And if you're the Knicks, they have the Kentucky history with AD. Obviously, Worldwide West was there way back when, and he's involved with the Knicks now. My immediate reaction is I'm not going all in for a brittle star like Anthony Davis. The best ability is availability, and I know I say that all the time, but if you're not able to play, if you're not out on the hardwood for more than 75, 80% of the games, you're really a detriment to your team, and that's what Anthony Davis has been since the past couple of years. In 2019, he was great, only missed 9 games. If I get Dak AD every year, then I would be interested. But in 2020, he played in half the games. In 2021, he played in half the games again. He's only missed 1 game so far this year. I like AD, but we've been there and done that, Knicks fans. This gives me Antonio McDyess vibes all over again. Trading for a big man that's getting closer to the end game than he is in his prime is concerning, especially when a guy like Anthony Davis has had knee injuries, ankle injuries, back injuries, neck injuries, everything that could be injured. Anthony Davis has had that before. I would be very cautious of trading for Anthony Davis. It would have to be for an absolute steal of a package. And this trade idea comes from NBA analysis, and this is what they think a trade would have to take to get it done. The Knicks get AD. They give up Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, a 2023 first-round pick that comes from Dallas, so a top 10 protected first-round pick this year. That pick probably will cash, not going to be a top 10 pick, so the Knicks will get that pick. And then you give an unprotected 2025 first-round pick. So you give up 1 unprotected pick, a top 10 protected pick, Derrick Rose, and Julius Randle. I don't think this trade gets it done for the Lakers. I know I said I wouldn't trade for Anthony Davis, but if this is honestly all I have to give up, I would really, really think long and hard about that. So I want you guys to sound off right now because honestly, it's pretty much a swap of Julius Randle and Anthony Davis. Derrick Rose is an expiring $14 million contract, and you're giving up 2 first-round picks, 1 being unprotected and 1 being top 10 protected. It's not the worst trade in the world for the Knicks, but I don't think Rob Pelinka would accept this trade, but I want to ask the real ones right now. Would you watching this video right now, would you make this trade? Type A for accept, type D for decline. I want you to sound off in the comments right now. I think what the Knicks fans, and I know they are thinking this, and I know Leon Rose is thinking this as well, because he already passed on trading for DeJounte Murray and Donovan Mitchell. There's no need for the Knicks to rush a big trade. It's the NBA. It's 2022. Disgruntled stars become available when the seasons change. SGA could become available. We could see Devin Booker or Joel Embiid. It is not going to be long until another NBA superstar wants out of their current situation. And if you're going to go all in for a trade to make a superstar, you better make sure that's the guy that's going to move the needle for the New York Knicks, which begs the question, is Anthony Davis that guy? Does trading for Anthony Davis make the Knicks title contenders? Because that's what you have to ask if you're going to make a big trade. I think there's no need to rush. We're 10 games into the season. And I don't think that Anthony Davis is going to be the best player this year that becomes available in a trade. I think somebody else will become available. And you don't want to be the guy that takes a bite out of the first apple when the second apple is better. Something like that. You get what I'm saying? You don't want to bite on something when there's something better behind door two. It's risky. We're in a risky business trading for stars. That's what the Knicks are going to do. This is how they've built their team. They've stockpiled assets. They want to make a trade for a superstar. Would I trade for AD for that package? I might, honestly. I don't think it's a bad trade. You get rid of Julius Randle. You get rid of Derrick Rose in that contract. I mean, he's an expiring deal, so it's a little bit of sweetener for the Lakers, but that's a tough deal to pass up on. Coop, would you make that deal? Let me ask producer Coop if you would make that deal. I'm curious what you think.
If I'm
a non-biased Knicks fan.
If I'm the Knicks, I think I make that deal. He's still a good enough player where he can be a franchise cornerstone and you're not giving up anything for him. I think I would do it.
Yeah, you're giving up Julius, Derrick Rose, and 2 first-round picks. You got 8 tradable first-round picks. You got 11 first-round picks over the next 7 years and 7 over the next 3 years. So you'd still have picks. I think it's just I'm worried if he's going to stay freaking healthy. The Knicks have done this before. They've traded for a brittle star, and he shits the bed. I think I would also do the trade, but I don't know.
They also traded for Carmelo, and it worked out.
They did. They traded for Carmelo. I would say that worked out. A lot of people might say that didn't work out, but I thought it did. You just didn't get the pieces around him. The best point guard you gave him was Raymond Felton. Give Jalen Brunson to Carmelo Anthony, and that team could compete in the East. Oh, and they only had to beat LeBron James, the best player to play in the NBA since Michael Jordan. Give me a follow on Twitter, @MarshallGreen_. Everyone that follows me from this video, I'll give you a follow back. Just send me AD. And also, I appreciate everyone, as always, for making Knicks Now a part of their day today. Watch party last night for the game was awesome. A big win for the Knicks. I like the starting lineup that they've been rolling with. I'm really impressed with Cam Reddish's defense. If you're a loyal watcher of the show, you know I've been tough on him. He's impressed me. Obi Toppin has looked pretty good the past couple of games. A season high, 7 rebounds last night. Shooting like 43% from 3 this season. Obi Toppin looks good. I like the small ball lineup of Obi, Julius, Cam, RJ, and Brunson. I think that's an effective lineup, tough to match up with. That was a good win for the Knicks last night, a game you should have won. The game this Wednesday against the Nets is going to be awesome. Type FBKN in the comments. That'll be our Real One roll call of the day.